what's on in Southern Ostrobothnia. I'm Mark Wiltshire.
Hey, and I'm Glenn Murray.
And in each episode we'll be highlighting some interesting events and activities taking place across the region of Southern Ostrobothnia in the coming month. There'll be a lot of info, but don't worry, we've made the notes and we'll include all the links in a separate blog post on NordicExplorerProductions.com. Summer, Glenn, sadly, is on its way out. Starting to get even a little chilly in the evenings. But we've still managed to find quite a good selection of different events. There's still plenty going on.
Yeah.
As usual, there are additional events listed in our blog post. Some of the things we won't get round to discussing in this episode there. So if you look in the episode details, you'll find the link there to the blog post just below this episode. As always, we're also going to be joined by a guest who's going to come and talk to us about their event, but we'll get onto that a little later. So, Glenn, why don't you tell us about the first event that you found?
Yeah, the first event I found is a market. It's Markkinat. It's Maalaismarkkinat. So basically that translates to farmers market in English. It's at Yli Laurososellan Talo Museo Ilmajoki, which is the old, what do you call it, like the old farm area that's like some heritage museum in there.
It's like that very traditional red wooden buildings.
Yeah, it's all the old buildings. They've actually just had them done up by one of the local builders from our Monaka community, actually.
Nice.
So the date is Saturday, September the 4th, between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. It's a traditional rural market. It has a rustic atmosphere, has local foods, handicrafts, pony rides for the kids. You can also book a place where in the market itself to actually sell your own goods. Yes, so the info's in the blog post. There's a cafe on site, indoor and outdoor, serving sausages.
This typical Etelä-Pohjanmaa makkara.
Yeah, exactly. And the museum will be open as well. It's free to attend, and the website will be listed in the blog post on NordicExplorerProductions.com, and also the contact details of the email address of the person, I think Arya, for the person to get in contact with to
register for a stall.
To register for your own stall.
Okay.
So where are we up to next?
Okay,
Mark.
I mentioned that summer's on its way out, but the music festivals haven't stopped.
No, they never do they?
And this is Seinäjoki Hiphop Festival. It's at Huvikauden here in Seinäjoki on Friday the 3rd and Saturday the 4th of September, and it's actually the 10th anniversary of this event, so it's quite young, but it's still going
pretty strong. Yeah.
It's a 2-day event, mostly Finnish rap acts, but there's also a headline act called Red Z over from Czech Republic.
Yeah.
And believe it or not, Glenn, I actually know one of these acts on this bill. I've actually listened to one of the acts on this bill. There's a young female Finnish rapper called Yeboah, whose kind of family heritage is from Ghana and Karelia.
That's a bit of a weird mix.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, I was reading that her grandparents were evacuees from Karelia after the war, which kind of struck a chord with me because my wife Satu's family were the same.
Yeah.
So there's quite an interesting, I guess, some interesting family stories that maybe comes through in her music, and she raps in Finnish and in English as well. It's worth checking out. I'll put a link in the blog post there. But that's it. I'm afraid that's as far as my knowledge of Finnish hip-hop stretches. So, but I would say it's great to see Huvikauden open and active again, and it's had a variety of events going on in August and September.
Yeah, definitely.
The price of Seinäjoki Hiphop Festival is €49 for 1 day, €90 for 2 days. The website, this one's quite easy, so it's seinäjokihiphopfestival.fi. Again, links in the blog post. Yeah. Glenn, what's your next event?
Well, my next event is a racing and auto event. Radalle.com is the actual providers of this event. They're holding the finals at the Botnia Ring which is actually in Jurva.
Yeah.
So we got one in Jurva. So it's the Botnia Airing racing circuit in Jurva. It's going to be happening the Friday the 18th and Saturday the 19th of September, between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. on both those days.
They've got all sorts of different like races going on
Yeah,
the track.
yeah. No, it's some of the top-notch European champion drifters that actually compete in the European League as well, I believe, will be there as well. The event will be having, like I said before, drifting. They'll have time attack racing. They'll have the legends. I don't know exactly what that is because there's not a lot of information out there yet on the event. There's going to be a competition that they've put here as a babe competition.
So some kind of beauty contest.
Yeah, I think it's like a beauty pageant or something.
Cars and good-looking girls. Kind of go hand in hand, I guess.
It's also like the babes will be on show, but they're also having an auto show. So yeah.
Cars on display as well.
Plenty of reasons to go and check it out. Well, we can't really find a price on it at the moment, but you should see the details on the website closer towards the date, as I don't believe they're up on the website yet. And the website is www.radalale.com. Now, I murdered that because I murder everything in Finnish. So basically, we'll put it in the blog post on NordicExplorer.com.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So.
Okay, thanks, Ben.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's time to hear from this week's guest. And this time we're joined by Henri Kangaskorte from Lakeuden Panimojuhlat. It's a beer festival here in Seinäjoki, and it's an event that's quite close to my heart. It was moved from January to September this year for obvious reasons. Yeah. But let's head over to hear from Henri. Henri, tell us what's going on there this year.
Hi, I'm Henri from Lakeuden Panimojuhlat. Lakeuden Panimojuhlat is a craft beer festival which will be held at 17 and 18 September. Doors will be open 5 p.m. on Friday and 3 p.m. on Saturday. The event was rearranged from January and previous tickets are still valid. Festival area of the event will be the Rytmikorjaamo at Seinäjoki. This year, the festival area will be larger than before. Area will be over 3,500 square meters and there will be both inside and outside areas. Therefore, it will be easy to keep a safe distance from others. Ticket prices are from 13 euros and it includes beer glass and cloakroom service. There will be 15 craft beer breweries from Finland such as Fat Lizard, Funikin Brewing Company, Coolhead Brew and locals Maalaismarkkinat and Fixen. Also, there will be street food and some activities such as interviews, tastings, bingo, and pub quiz. You can find more information at our website, lakeudenpanimojuhlat.fi. See you at the festival. Bye.
Okay, thanks, Henri. I've been to this event a few times before, and I'm really looking forward to getting back there again.
Yeah. I think I've been there a few times too, and a few of the guys that we know have been there as well. It really brings all of the microbreweries from all over, like Pohjanmaa, everywhere as well. So you really get a good mix of the up and coming breweries that are forming in the area.
And he mentioned in the video Vixen, and that's one of the newest sort of breweries from here in Seinäjoki as well, so
sure.
Be interesting to check that out. And I also like the idea of a pub quiz and bingo as well. Maybe I'm getting old, but that sort of thing sounds kind of fun.
I think you're getting old, mate.
Also, if people want to know more, I recorded an episode of the Explore Finland radio show podcast about Maalaismarkkinat Brewery and about Panimojuhlat. That was at the first year that it took place, so I'll put a link to that also in the blog post. And also I'll carry on with the next event, which is at Power Park Theme Park, and it's kind of the season closing event, the Huvikauden päättäjäiset. It's on Saturday the 4th of September from 3 o'clock till midnight.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we know it's getting a bit dark now.
By midnight, it is dark at this point.
So this is basically the last day of the theme park season, and then it all closes down for winter. All the rides are open, and later in the night there's going to be a fireworks display.
So it sounds like a great event for the whole family.
Yes,
except for maybe the midnight finish.
Apart from the midnight finish and the fact they're going to be a horror village there this time. So
wow, okay.
This is organised by the mentalist Nora Karma, and so I guess there's going to be some magic there as well.
So you mean a mentalist, someone who is
does magic and tricks and things like that.
Okay.
So rather than someone who's at a rave just going nuts. So this horror village, as they're calling it, is open from 8 o'clock at night till midnight for anyone that's there in the park.
Yeah.
The prices are kind of Power Park's regular prices. It's €40 for you get a wristband. So for maxi wristband, which is anyone above 1.30 m, then it's €40, and anyone below 130 centimetres is €30. And the powerpark.fi website is a place to find out a bit more. But that sounds kind of fun. I like the idea of that horror village. That's right up my street.
Yeah, well, let's see if they pull it off or not. Yeah. Right, so my next event is actually a children's music festival. Now, you all know Provinssi. Well, this is going to be the Pikkuprovinssi of 2021. We've got Cena Volanto and the Kaupungin Orchestra. Now, they will be playing to children. It will be at Kaleva Navetta. So if you don't know what Kaleva Navetta is, go and check out our other video that we made on the Kaleva Navetta Culture Centre. It's on the, in the Wild West of Finland series in the other playlist on this channel. In Huvikauden. That'll be happening the 25th of September at 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. The concert is like for 4 to 8 year olds. It's held by Pikkuprovinssi Child's Culture Festival, the city of Seinäjoki, basically. Fairy tales will be told alongside sing-along children's songs being sung, with all fun, with laughter and fun being had for all. Well, you'd hope so.
You would hope so.
You need to register as the places are limited due to corona restrictions. The price is free, which is great because, most things...
It's good to take your kids somewhere where it doesn't cost anything.
Because, trying to amuse the kids all summer might be quite a expensive exercise. Yeah, so you've got to register in advance. The website will be in the link. In the blog post, it's quite a doozy, so I'm not going to say that one to you.
Even I wouldn't go there.
No.
What I would say about this also is if the kids are in this event at Kaleva Navetta for a few hours, I know that the two main exhibitions in there, the art exhibitions, are changing in the middle of September. So it may be that the parents, if they don't want to sit there for a sing-along, can go and check out the exhibitions there.
Yeah. So where are we off to for the final event then, Mike?
This is something to get you lot moving. If you're a runner, I know that there was the Cena half marathon in August, and some of our friends took part in that. So, Paul, if you're feeling brave, the KOMIA Joupiska Trail run, starts from Joupiska Sports Centre, which is basically at the bottom of the ski hill here in Seinäjoki. So on Saturday, the 25th of September. You can register on the day. Registration opens at 9 o'clock and the racing starts at 11. They do recommend that you pre-register, but you can do it on the day. And basically it's trail running event starting and ending at Joupiska. This event has taken place for several years, but under different names because they've had different sponsors or whatever. But this year it's the KOMIA Flow Joupiska Trail.
KOMIA Flow has quite a name in the community in this area. It's a popular trail running organisation. So they do hold a lot of events, so you might see some of them in the future as well.
You recognise the name because
I
you're
do.
always out and about in the countryside, whereas
Yeah.
I'm not, so I didn't.
I always, our mountain bike trails are always taken over with signs saying "KOMIA Flow." This is, you know, and all these Strava. They put Strava segments on there that they all try and beat each other on and stuff. So,
well, although it's got a different name, it's essentially the same trail run this year. And there's a few different routes. There's a 21 kilometre route and a 10 kilometre route. Both of those take you through the woods, swamps and running tracks between Joupiska and kind of Ilmajoki way, I suppose. I'm kind of surprised they didn't start with a sprint up the ski hill. That would have seemed particularly challenging, but no. There's also a 2.7 kilometre route for youths and children, and I reckon that's the one that I might just about consider.
I don't know if you're a youth though or a child.
No, I'm not, but that's about the distance I think I can handle.
Yeah, maybe walking.
There's a map there on their website, so you can see exactly where it's going. It's komiaflow.fi. The prices are 21 for the 21 kilometre run. It's €25. For the 10 kilometre run, it's 20, and for the 2.7 kilometre, it's €10.
So in other words, you get better value for money if you run 21.
The more that you,
the more you run, the more value for money you get.
But if your kid is running and you want to escort them, then it's free for the escorts. Those are the prices for registers. If you register on the day, then it costs a bit more. So.
Maybe the only way you can get in the 2.7k run is to escort one of your children.
Hey, that's an idea. Maybe I should do that.
Aren't all your children adults by now, though?
Yeah, they probably don't qualify for that either, yeah. And getting them to run all that way, that might be my challenge too.
Yeah, so that's it for this episode. Thanks for joining us. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you found us. Remember, as Mark said earlier, there are many more events listed in the blog post for this episode. You'll find the link to the blog post in the podcast and the video description below.
That's right. Plus, we've all the details for the events that we've been discussing today. The easiest place to find us is NordicExplorerProductions.com, where we have links to all our previous episodes and to our social media profiles. That said, you can find me, Mark Wiltshire, or Explore Finland on Facebook or Instagram. And Glenn, you are?
The Nordic Explorer on Facebook and, Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah. We'd love to hear your thoughts about this show, and we'd also love to hear about any events that you've got coming up in Southern Ostrobothnia. So reach out to us via our website or by social media, whichever suits you. But that's it. So until the next episode, to all you Etelä-Pohjalaiset, moro!
Heippa!